Okay, so I am El Hamadi. I am a high school teacher in LSH-LYCEE Hamra Academy. So, my dear students, most of you, they say these things. So they tell me these things. I need more vocabulary. When I want to write, I don't know how to find the right vocabulary. It's very difficult to accumulate so many vocabularies. So the answer to this question is you should learn, practice, listen. You should learn, listen, and practice. And there are techniques which helps you to build up your vocabulary. One of them is collocations. So collocation is a technique that we use in English so as to build our vocabulary. And I can say collocation is English, or collocations are English, because if you look at the English language, most of it are collocations. So what is this important thing that you're talking about, teacher? So collocation is a set of words that go together. And of course, they give us a meaning. So they can be two words or more that go together so as to have a meaning. So let's have a look at this sentence. There is hard traffic in the city center. There is hard traffic in the city center. It may sound correct. It means a lot of traffic. In English, that cannot be correct because you didn't do the right collocation. We say there is heavy traffic. We don't say there is hard traffic. Why? I don't know. So in English we have there is heavy, so we learned it like this. So it's a question of learning, listening, and practicing. So collocation is a question of learning, listening, practice. There's no rules. It's not like solid grammar. So it's all about memory. So there is heavy traffic in the center is the correct collocation. We don't say hard traffic, but we say heavy traffic. So this collocation, as we say, it's formed of two words or more. It can be an adverb, an adjective plus noun. For example, we say hi, okay? You can say hi school, high degree. You can say strong. I have a strong feeling about something. That means I am nearly certain that something will happen. We have a high, strong wind. That means the wind is very strong. And we have a heavy. We say heavy smoker or a heavy sleeper. That means someone who smokes a lot. That means when he sleeps, the noise does wake him up. We can say heavy smoker and heavy learner. That means somebody who takes him a while to learn something. He doesn't learn quickly. We can say a light smoker. It's the opposite. A light smoker. The opposite is a light sleeper or a light learner. So in this vocabulary we have an adjective plus noun, for example. We can do an adverb plus adjective. For example, extremely significant. This is an extremely significant. Completely different. So those two things are completely different. So here we have an adverb of, an adverb of, and an adjective. We can have a verb plus noun. For example, I make a mistake. I make a mistake. We don't say I do a mistake. We don't say I do a mistake. So we understand from here that collocation is a set of two or more words that goes together to give a meaning, and it can be formulated by an adjective and noun, adverb and adjective, adverb and noun, or let's say the whole English is about collocation. Here I will give you some collocations that may be useful, and I want you to use them in this little exercise. So we will try to make sentences using the words high, adult, digital, scientific, and school. For example, the first one we say, he studies in high school. He studies in high school. So high goes with school. So illiteracy is a social problem in Africa. So to make collocation here, if you are asked to choose, you will say adult illiteracy. So adult illiteracy is a social problem in Africa. So people don't use camera anymore. Do we say high camera, adult camera, digital camera, scientific camera, or school camera? So we say here digital camera. So this is the collocation of digital and camera, or numeric. Some people call it numeric. High illiteracy and school. For example, another example. Innovation is important to the progress of economy. Do we say high innovation, adult innovation, digital innovation, scientific innovation, or school innovation? So the correct one is scientific innovation. So scientific innovation is important to the progress of economy. 5. A summer is opened in our city this year. So we say a summer school. So a summer school is opened in our city this year. So here we made or we formulated collocations. He studies in high school. Adult illiteracy is a social problem. This is another collocation, social problem. So if you notice, the whole English is about collocations. And when we say, for example, high school, it's not the only location that exists. We can say high tech. For example, we can say high tech, or high tech means advanced technology, or high standards. So I have high standards. That means I am aiming for a very high level. So we can say high level as well, or high study. As far as scientific innovation, scientific studies, scientific explanation, scientific problem, scientific crisis. You can say summer school, summer activities, summer holiday. So if you notice from these words, we can get a lot of collocations. So we have always another collocations with the verbs. And I'll write here verb make, do, take, and have. Make, do, take, and have. So we say make. Make a mistake. We don't say do a mistake, okay, or take a mistake. We say make a mistake. Make a promise. Make a promise. That means to promise someone, to give the word to someone. You say make a decision. Make a decision. Make a wish, means to hope. Make the beds, it means to organize the beds. Make arrangements, it means to prepare yourself for something. Make arrangements. Make a plan, means to planify something, etc. So there are so many words that goes with the verb make. So let's see do. So we say do hair, do your hair. That means to comb it or fix it, okay, or brush it. Do a test. That means to sit for a test or an exam. Do the shopping, means to go shopping. Okay, so do hair, do test, do the shopping. Let's go to take. We can take a rest. Take a break. Take a nap, that means to sleep, okay? Take a nap. Take a risk, that means to do something extremely dangerous. Take a chance, means to try something. Take a chance. Take breakfast. So take your breakfast, that means to eat your breakfast. Here we have make breakfast, make coffee, make cup of tea. make lunch, so that means to cook or to prepare something. So let's go to have. You can say have fun. Have a laugh. Have a smile. Have a nap. So normally what we use with have can be used with take. So have a nap. Have breakfast. And have time. So these are collocations that goes with the verbs make, do, take, and have. We can say also take place, take care. Take place, it means happen. Okay, take care, it means to take care of somebody. So with these verbs, when we say make a mistake, we cannot say do a mistake. So the correct is to say make a mistake, do your hair. You may see it in your exam or in your exercise like this. So fill the gap with the right choice. Make, do, or take. So they can ask a favor easily. So here we need to fill the gap with one of these verbs, make, do, or take. So they can make us a favor, do us a favor, or take us a favor. The correct one is make. So the correct one is make. Notice that I didn't write here a favor, and I didn't write here a lot because I want you to Google it. So it's all over the internet, so just Google, say collocation with make and do, and you'll have plenty of them. So they can make us a favor easily. I need to my homework. I need to make my homework, do my homework, or take my homework. So I need to do my homework. That's the correct collocation here. Do, we say do homework or do the housework. It's not written here as well. So the festival will place next March. So we say make place, do place, or take place. So the festival will take place next March. That means it will occur, it will happen next March. So all in all, what we have seen so far is that collocation are not specific list of words. Collocations are not something you just write it in a list and you learn it by heart. No. It's a question of learning, listening, and practicing. You get it over time. Okay, you get it over time. And second important thing about collocation that they are English. So English is formulated of phrasal verb, for example. Let's take phrasal verb. He breaks into my house. So the verb is break into. So break into is already a collocation. And I say that we can form collocation from an adjective and noun. For example, we have high school, high degree. I said high tech, high technology, okay? High standards, strong. So I said strong feelings, strong, and there are other words. You just, as I said before, you just have to Google it, collocations, and you will have plenty of them. So why they are important? How do we use them? So try to, when you're at home, try to have 10 collocations or 7 collocations about your city, for example, and you will find yourself able to write a paragraph with these collocations. So when you have 10 collocations about subjects, it will make you easy to write a little paragraph about something. So collocation helps you to have a better writing and better speaking. So it's not something you just go and learn by heart. It's something that you listen to them, practice them. And I said, as far as these collocations, when we say make, do, take, have, if you notice, you make something, that means you create something, you construct something. But when you add it to promise, it changes the meaning, it will give a word. So here sometimes makes it loses its original meaning. Do, it's the same thing. Do. Do, it means that's to do something, especially when it's not specific thing, not specified thing. So I do nothing. I have done nothing. Are you doing anything? No, nothing so far. So do, but here, when we say do here, do, the meaning of do changes into comb or fix or brush. So the same thing to take and the same thing to have. So the verbs, when we use them in collocation, it's helped us get a new meaning, a new meaning. So that's why I said before that it's a technique to build your vocabulary. So if you want to revise collocations, all what you have to do is try to think of word. For example, let's say party, okay? Party, so we say political party, okay? So collocation is political party. We say crisis. We are in a crisis. So we are in, you can say health crisis. So COVID-19 caused a health crisis and social crisis, economical crisis, political crisis, personal crisis, psychological crisis, emotional crisis. So with the word crisis, you can make a lot of collocations. Generation, for example. New generation. Generation gap. So that's why I said it's not a list that I can write for you and you learn it by heart, but it's a set of words that you just practice and you get them by experience. And all what you have to do is just to Google collocations and choose some, and you will have plenty of them. Thank you very much.